It is August 3rd, 2020. We're here on the rooftop of the property located at 2227 Mission Avenue in San Diego, California, 92116. It's a one-bathroom house. We do have an original 4-inch cast iron vent. We can go down this vertical pipe. May see some cobwebs there we may have to clean off. This will lead directly into the beginning of the main sewer. Okay, here's our transition to the horizontal pipe right here. The toilet above here at this T-junction right here is dumping into the system. A little bit of debris in our lens here. We're going to pause the video for a second and clean off our lens. Okay, so you can see we've cleaned that off. We flushed the toilet one time. So we're going to go down. This is all original 4-inch cast iron. There's a crawl space so we can see the vertical pipe going directly into the dirt. You can't see any of the horizontal for the main sewer. The drain pipes that run across for the tub and lavatory sink and kitchen and laundry, those are exposed above ground where they connect into the main sewer. But the actual main sewer itself that we're passing through right here is underground. Now, got a little bit of roots right there in the upper left-hand top of the screen. Take a quick snapshot photo of that. So that's just a few feet in. Looks like there's one little area of some possible compromise there. Now it could be some other debris, but it did look like roots. Okay, and we do have some more roots here. So we can see on the right-hand side of the pipe is cracked, and then we've got a bunch of roots coming up here. So we're going to pause the video for a second while we go and set up a Wi-Fi unit down for the agents and the other people that are down inside the home right now. Okay, so we set up our unit below. We're going to pull back a little bit on the line here just to go ahead and show this other root intrusion that we weren't sure, but right there, there's a root intrusion on the upper left there. That is in fact a root intrusion. We'll go back forward again. So here we can see the pipe is cracked on the right hand side, and then on the top these roots are all growing inside the pipe. So they're blocking a huge portion of the system and all inside there. So looks like right here, after that, that might be our 2-inch drop-in from the laundry. And we'll maybe run some water through that to see, but these roots are all inside, so this pipe has failed, unfortunately. Okay, so this is this cast iron here, running across. We're not seeing any roots right here. The problem is that it may not survive the few feet that are left until we get to the Greenbelt PVC right here. So this is probably almost at the alleyway or close to it. This is a very short system. So here's the Greenbelt PVC. We could see these clean out tees that are there at the edge of the alleyway. There's actually 2 of them there. We think there's another line running through an easement. But we'll just continue to push all the way out. So this has been replaced by the city contractor, and they put all new plastic pipe in here. Here's the city line right here. All the water that comes in for the neighboring properties is right there. So that's the end of this lateral line for this house. Right, as we pull back here, made a little turn right there with that fitting. There's the T-junction. Here's the end of the cast iron. So we are right here at right about 38.5 feet approximately as we back up here. This did not have roots in it. Right here is where they get thick and heavy and are all inside the system. I believe this is the foundation wall of the house, right where the laundry and kitchen dump into the system right here. So this is about 8.5 feet. That would make about sense from here to the fence line where it's at. So we're going to go ahead and push forward here and just go ahead and double check the end of this cast iron right here to mark it and locate it on the property. So we're going to go ahead and leave this right here. We're going to pause the video. Okay, we've gone ahead and located the sewer pipe, and it is 2.5 feet deep right here in the alleyway. And so this transition as we pull back to the cast iron is literally directly under the fence line that is separating the property from the alleyway. So the city and their contractor went as far as they could and would ever excuse me, off the alleyway towards the property. So the decking that's above here will have to be removed, and then the old concrete walkways that are there and supports for some of the deck beams will have to be jackhammered out, and the pipe just completely dug up from here. And as you can see, we're right at about that 38.5 foot mark. And so we got about an 8-foot run approximately till we get across right here to where the kitchen and the laundry are dumping in. And again, you can see this on the other side of the foundation wall from the crawl space, so about 9 feet actually. And then again, as we pull back, you can see all the roots in the line right here completely inside. So the pipe is all cracked and broken, letting them growing in. And then as we back up just a few more feet, we've even got a little tiny one trying to get in on the very upper top of the screen right there. And then as we back up from that 21.5 foot mark for that tiny little root, you see we run across here just a few more feet to right here. So just at about 16 feet, and then we make our transition. So you've got from about 16 feet to about 38.5 feet. So you got about a 22-foot run of pipe that has to be replaced, including the T-junctions for the kitchen laundry, and then the T-junction that's directly under the toilet, actually on this vertical right here that we're coming up, which becomes the vent where the tub and lavatory line tie in, because the 2-inch lavatory line for the house is in very poor condition and has some signs of either previous leakage or that it's the walls of the pipe started to get encrusted with moisture that was leaking out from them. So that is part of the replacement that will need to be done as well. So back up here on the rooftop. So again, everything's under the house and under the deck, goes to the alleyway, and unfortunately the 4-inch cast iron main has seen the end of its life. The cast iron vent, though, does not need to be replaced, nor does the closet elbow or flange that connects off of this directly in the crawl space. It can be cut underneath there, and then everything dug up and repaired all the way across. So that concludes the recording for this property.